Hi, people. Hi, people. I've had many people let me turn on the light. I've had many people ask me, what's so great about my survival kit? Since I only paid probably less than $300 for it. Well, I'm going to show you what's so great about it. First of all, I got one backpack on top of the other, so it is easily carryable, like so. Put it on my back, and I can carry it. Both backpacks are there. That's the start. Now, why do I have two backpacks together? You notice this hose here. This hose goes into a bladder that's in this backpack. And that backpack holds 2 liters of liquid. And that's my starting point. That's the start to keeping me hydrated. Okay, so now you take this backpack apart on here, and we get a kitty on the table. Excuse me, little girl. Thank you. You get this inside the outside pocket. What this is a solar-powered battery charger. So anything that takes AA batteries or AAA batteries, I can charge them. Because I am a smoker, and you do not want to be jonesing for a cigarette in an emergency situation where you can't concentrate on what you're doing, I have this cigarette machine that makes roll your owns. Then I have tobacco, enough for a little while. This doesn't mean I can smoke like I normally do. This means that I can have a cigarette when I get to jonesing to the point that I cannot concentrate. And I have my tubes. So that takes care of any of that kind of a problem. And then there are medical gloves. On this side of the pack, I have 2 bags that hold water. These 2 bags are like this bag is, which will also hold water, but it is not in backpack style. One of them has a spigot that goes to it, and one of them doesn't. That makes things waterproof. Now, if I take this off of here, my snippet, there it is. Take this off of here. And that makes one backpack. And then you open this up, and there's a bladder inside for your liquid. Then you can open this other waterproof little packet. You can carry water in this small bag. You unwrap that, open it. There is a cloth mask. A cloth mask sealed in a bag. There is a few baggies. There is a can opener and a bottle opener. There is a bee sting kit because I'm highly allergic to insect bites. There is some zip ties. There is some tea light candles, a shoestring, there is a knife that turns in to a fork and a spoon. Just like so. You close it back up. It's all secure. And it's all secure again. I'll put it back into its little packet. There is a pair of forceps. This is for whatever you might need it for if you're cooking. And that comes along with something else I have. So you'll see. There is a sewing kit inside of here. Needles, thread, tape, measuring tape, whatever you need. This is a little stove. You open it up like this, and you can put a fire underneath of it. And I've got little things that make the fire. This is a miniature, like, medical kit. There is a fire starter in there. And there's one of these, and I've got several more of these, and this is for starting a fire quickly. That's the little bag. Come up here. You can get this on Amazon. I think it costs like 70 bucks. You open this side. Now on this outer pocket, there is a second mask. You need one mask to wash, one mask to wear. There is another knife case. This knife case has a folding saw in it and a knife that has a flashlight on it. It has a fire starter on it. It has a window breaker on it. It has a seatbelt cutter on it. And then you got your regular knife. That goes into this pouch. That takes care of that. And these can go on to a belt. And that's something I'll show you with my computer's case, which I can take with me as well. There's also another knife case that just has a plain old knife in it. And I also have this can opener that has a bottle opener and a pry thing on it. And I have another spoon and fork. Now you undo this part. You unsnap this. You unsnap this. You unravel this like so. Open it up. And here is some toilet paper. A measuring cup and an extra little like cloth backpack thing in case you need it. case you're carrying water in this and you need to put extra stuff into the little backpack thing. A ladle. Medical gauze. A sports bottle with a water filter in it. Fire starter, lint from your dryer. It makes great fire starter stuff. This here is warm legging pants. Socks, shirt, legging pants, what you'd need for dry clothes, underwear, whatever you'd need for dry clothes, clean clothes, pot holder. I need that for a reason, because that might go into my other part of my kit. An axe, one, two, three, four, five things of survival meals, and each one of these will last me at least 2 to 3 days. Platter I can put on, as I said, I've got another thing to show you. Pair of tongs, some more zip ties, get stuck around that. There we go. A can opener that also has one of those other kind of can openers. Another medical kit type thing. It has a pair of scissors, some cotton balls, some Tylenol cold medicine, some Benadryl, some cortisone, and some medical gauze. You ask, why do I have them in different places? Because if one gets lost, I still have the other. And that's a twist tie. I didn't put that in there. Okay. Now this little thing here, there's some of this stuff out of your way so you can see what that is. This thing here, pull that open, pull this out, and this is basically a cup. This here is citrus acid. And that's for your mask, for the type of mask I made. This is an unfinished mask, just in case I need it. This is about a week's worth of my medications. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more of these, and a knife sharpener. And then in here is the bottom part of this, which makes a stove pot. And it's also a measuring cup. So you can cook like so. And stack that back in there right. Make sure it closes up right. And stick it back in its bag. This pot I keep separate from my other stuff because then if I lose my other stuff, I've at least got this for cooking on. That is also why this stays in this pack. Now, to come to the second pack. Clear the way. The second pack is this green pack. You're wondering what that is. This is a solar oven in a bag. I've got a chamois cloth in there that will double as a towel. I've got a black cooking tray that gathers more heat. I've got a collapsible cooking pot so that I can cook larger amounts of food like in my kits. And having those kits will make sure that I can hunt, fish, whatever I need to do to survive. And then this is a shelf I can either put fire under, out in the open, or I can put it on the bottom of the oven to give me 2 cooking surfaces. Set that down, put it back inside of here. Bring this over here so that you can see what I'm doing with this. This, you open it up like so, set it on the ground like so, and then you put these 2 zipper parts together. And you zip it up all the way around like so. And that will hold it closed. Like so. Which will then allow you to put food in here, face this towards the sun, and it gets up to, I think it's like 200 or 300 and some odd degrees. It gets pretty hot in there, and it will cook your food. When you're done with it, just unzip it, fold it back up, and put it back away. Just like so. That way, you have a decent cooking surface, or a decent way to cook, either by fire or in a oven style thing, if you're in an area that's getting enough sun. So if you catch a small animal, stick it in that pot with some water, put it out in the sun, you can walk away, let it cook, allowing you to have something to eat when you are done building your shelter or whatever it is, gathering firewood or whatever you need to do. And I keep these packed all the time. So I am constantly ready for what may come. There we go. That goes back in here. And there you go. I do have a third bag. But it's not really integral as much as these bags are. It is helpful, but not an absolute must. In this one, I have some coveralls. They're hard to get out of here. And that's all that's in that bag is a pair of coveralls. I can take those coveralls out and put them on if it's winter when I've got to go to a survival situation. But that's my survival kit. Then we've got my computer bag. My computer bag, this is a belt for me. So I can remove this off the bag if I want to. Inside of it, I can put my computer here, any important documents. And on this side, I keep an extra computer wire there, an extra phone cord in here for charging, and any important documents up here. So I'm always ready, and I always have a copy of my important documents, like my deed and things like that inside of here. So that if anything happens and I leave and I have to come back and prove this is my home, I have proof of it. So, there you go. That's my survival kit. What do you think? Do you think I got enough to survive? Do you think I got enough to make sure that I'm not sitting here jonesing for a cigarette when I'm needing to concentrate on survival? Now, like I said, the tobacco in the tubes I have is only enough so that, I can have like 1, 2, maybe 3 cigarettes a day. Enough to calm my nerves and to get me off of the cigarettes if I'm in an emergency situation so I can think. So there you go.